come to the Fareham Anytime gym, which is actually at Loxheath shopping village. This is my favourite gym that I've been to so far. Newbury's pretty good as well, but the classes machine here has Les Mills classes on it, and particularly body combat, so I'm going to see if the studio's free and do a combat class, which will be fun. So I'll try and time lapse that if I can. So yeah, see you after my workout. Sha'bam class in the gym. I had to wait for the suite to become free because there was someone that had 10 minutes before I got there started a body combat, which was really annoying because if I'd have walked in the same time as her, probably could have asked her if I could join in, but she'd already gone through the warm-up and started on the first lot of exercises, so I didn't want to A, interrupt her, and B, just go in cold. So I sort of floated about, did a bit on the bike, I did a bit of free weights, which aren't my favourite thing to do, but you might see some of that because I did take a time lapse and sort of wait for the gym to become free. It was a 40-minute wait. I did have the intention of going to do a half-an-hour combat, but I saw Sha'bam on there, and when I was at River Park Gym, it wasn't one of the Les Mills classes that was offered. They did body jam, which I did enjoy, but sometimes found it a bit slow because there were a huge range of ages and abilities, and while I am not the most amazing dancer, I am pretty competent. And the way Les Mills works is there are like 4 releases a year, and then you do each quarter you start at the beginning with a very basic version, then it builds up and up and up, and you end up with this like continuous routine for an hour. But it took a very long time for the routines to build up, and it got a bit repetitive and boring. But with Sha'bam, I'd not tried it. It's a bit more of a workout, I think. It's a bit more intense, a bit more styles. Body jam was all about like salsa and flowing movements, whereas Sha'bam is a bit more straight, bit more salsa and stuff in it, but it's all very sharp and very quick, which was really nice. I don't know what it looks like. I did do a time lapse, but I had a really good time. And when I just looked up, because Les Mills put the amount of calories, average burns between classes on their website, and Sha'bam roughly burns on average 509 calories per session, so I reckon that's a 500 calorie burn under the belt, and probably about 250 calories in the gym before going in there. I wasn't going insane because I knew I wanted to go and do a class, so yeah, it's about a 700 calorie burn. I've been here for almost 2 hours though, give or take 10 or 15 minutes, but it's been a really good session. So now I'm gonna go home and have a shower. I'm gonna decide if I want to go and see Frozen and Frozen, Olaf's Frozen Adventure. Olaf's Frozen Adventure and Frozen. It's really cute. I really enjoyed it. It sounds quite good. Just generally like listening to Adina Manziel sing at the opportunity. So I've got about 50 minutes left of my parking. I'm gonna pop into Marlin Centre and probably Primark, and then I'm gonna go meet my friend Emmy and take a dog for a walk. So yeah. again my emails, and I got a call back from the audition I did yesterday, which is really shocking because the audition was really bad. So I've been called back for Roz and Violet, so I'm gonna have a look at those this evening. So yeah, it's really exciting. To the Martin Centre, really, I'm just happy. Do a quick roundup of the end of the day. Some of the footage didn't come out so great from this afternoon, so yeah, got a couple of things in the Disney store, my nephew's Christmas present, which is another one off the list. As for eating today, none of my food made it onto the vlog, so I've had 2 cereal bars and a fruit bar first thing this morning, so it's kind of breakfast snacking throughout the morning. Then I had a baguette from Greg's at 550 calories because there was literally nothing in Southampton from sort of Boots or Tesco's that had that lower calorie option. They just had these huge massive Christmas sandwiches with like 1 million calories in there, so I wasn't gonna pick up one of them, but I was so hungry I had to eat something by that point, and Greg's was the last sort of stop before I hit my car, so that's what I ended up having. Had another finger of fudge at 125 calories again, and then I had beef burritos, which you've probably seen in the time lapse that I created of me making dinner, so, and that was probably about 500-ish calories, maybe a little bit less, because we use reduced fat mince in that. So overall I'm looking at 1,500 calories today. No, there clearly wasn't again enough veg and fruit in today's video. Needs to happen somehow, but I'm not sure how at the moment. And yeah, so that's the end of today. I did go out walking this afternoon with my friend Emmy and her puppy Luna around the dog park, and it was quite nice. I picked my partner Rob up from work, and that's been it until I got home, and I've been looking at the audition pieces that were sent for 9 to 5 for Violet and the other character whose name is completely escaping me right now, which is really bad, but I think both characters are within my ability, shall I say, definitely within my vocal range and will really suit my voice, so I'm gonna try really hard to pick those pieces up this week and just hopefully do better than yesterday. So tomorrow for me looks like a trip to Christchurch for a visit, and then remote calls in the afternoon, maybe a gym visit, depends on how long it takes me to get to and fro Christchurch and how I'm feeling afterwards, and that's about it. So it's not going to be a wholly exciting day, but I will take you along for Vlogmas day 4 and see what footage we get. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.